The Akatsuki is probably the most famous villain group in all of anime history. There's no debate that they could have ended the whole series in about 10 episodes. So in this video, we're gonna rank them. Zetsu. What's insane is that this guy was literally everywhere. Black Zetsu manipulated the whole shinobi history, and White Zetsu was the ultimate spy network, made from actual human victims. His power level is not that high, but strategically, he is the reason the Akatsuki even exists. Deidara. Now here's the real weakest member of the Akatsuki. To this day, I have never met a Deidara fan, but he is still a very strong shinobi. His explosive jutsu makes him a force to be reckoned with, and even the most powerful ninja would still be destroyed if they let their guard down. Deidara is an artist who believes that the greatest art lasts only a few moments, and that art is an explosion. Sasori, the puppet master, one of the most underrated Akatsuki members. He basically wanted the same thing that Orochimaru wants, immortality, and his puppets are his way of living forever. Sasori is also dangerous because he's also a high-level poison user. His combination of long-range puppetry and close-range poison makes him a deadly force to be reckoned with. Hidan. This might be my favorite Akatsuki member, just because of how memorable he is. There's just this natural charisma that Hidan possesses that makes him such a magnetic character. Besides that, Hidan is just straight up unkillable. Not regeneration, immortality. Granted to him by Lord Jashin, a literal god of death. His ultimate technique: taste your blood, draw a circle, and every injury he takes, you take. Decapitate him, he's still conscious. Blow him up, he's annoyed. The only way to beat him is what Shikamaru did. Blow him into pieces and bury him when no one will find him. The only way he dies is by starving. I just want all of the money. Kakuzu. The man who tried to kill the god of shinobi, Hashirama Senju, and lived to tell the tale. He likes money and has 5 hearts like Rockefeller. The guy who might have single-handedly kept the Akatsuki profitable. Definitely slept on. Kisame Hoshigaki, the monster of the hidden mist, the tailed beast without a tail, personally recruited by Madara Uchiha himself. With a sword that drains your chakra, he can also breathe underwater, and he almost captured Killer Bee solo. He actually captured the 4-tail solo. Pardon the glaze, but this guy could have been so much more if it wasn't for one guy who was his natural enemy. Orochimaru, probably one of the most creepiest characters I've ever seen portrayed in media. His involvement in the Akatsuki cannot be denied. The jutsu he invented is technically the reason the whole war started in the first place, and also the reason it ended. He is still alive right now. All other Akatsuki members are dead. This man did human experiments, swapped bodies like changing clothes, survived being sealed, absorbed, came back from the dead numerous times. He is honestly more cockroach than snake. I still can't believe this guy is alive, and not only that, he's free to do whatever he wants in Boruto. People just accept that he's there. It's like the crimes he did in the past doesn't matter. Conan. Put some respect on Conan's name. A genius who almost single-handedly killed Obito. She prepared a 600 billion paper bomb trap. That's not a typo. 600 billion paper bombs. I mean, she turned an entire lake into an abyss full of explosives and created a 10-minute non-stop explosion that would have killed anyone. She only lost because Obito used the Izanagi, a broken ability that can even undo death by changing reality. Obito the Untouchable. At 14 he basically died, got resurrected, watched his best friend put a hole in the chest of the girl he loved. Oh my god. Got recruited by Madara, had the 9 tails as a summon, helped kill the Uchiha, started the 4th Great Ninja War, and so much more. Probably one of the most complex characters in the whole series. Nagato/Pain. Probably the most compelling villain of all time, even more than Madara. Everything Pain did was intentional. Equipped with godlike powers, this man pulled up to the Hidden Leaf village, defeated the entire military force, and destroyed the whole village. And he did it while controlling 6 bodies from miles away, while he was crippled. Hell, he killed Jiraiya. He was only defeated by plot armor and talk no jutsu. Itachi Uchiha, perhaps the most complete shinobi that ever existed. Look him in the eyes and you get trapped in the Tsukiyomi, a world where he becomes God. The Amaterasu, basically an undying flame, burns you until there's nothing left. Taijutsu on point, ninjutsu, genjutsu expert, captain of the Anbu at age 12. While his feats are not as spectacular as some of the rest of the members on this list, Itachi's combined talents makes him a Hokage level candidate threat. A true patriot until the end that got a terminal sickness and never quite reached his true potential. Sasuke Uchiha, forged by the annihilation of his clan, fueled by vengeance. Sasuke basically sold his soul to Orochimaru to attain the power to defeat Itachi. And he did beat Itachi, and Danzo, and Madara, and Kaguya. Albeit with assist, now Sasuke is basically the Shadow Hokage, the 3rd reincarnation of Indra, with the strongest visual powers in the world, only beaten by the Akatsuki themselves. Madara Uchiha. Of course it was gonna be number 1 on this list. One of the most loved antagonists that ever existed. He saw peace as something to be controlled after he realized that Konoha was never gonna accept him as Hokage and that war was never gonna end. So he left the village and started implementing the Eye of the Moon plan, or the Infinite Tsukiyomi. With this plan, he manipulated events to make sure that his plan would succeed, including controlling the Akatsuki from behind the scenes. He awoke the Rinnegan and took on 80,000 shinobi solo. He took on the 5 Kage solo in one of the most legendary scenes in anime history. Then he also became the 10 Tails Jinchuriki, making him the most powerful man in the world. Madara sacrificed everything to guarantee peace, and a lot of people actually believed he was right. But that's just my opinion. This is my list. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? Who's number 1 for you? Like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.